Collapsed construction giant Carillion is accused of rewards for failure after it emerged a fatcat boss is trousering and pound $660,000 for a year after he left. Richard Howson's generous package emerged after the firm, which employs 20,000 people, plunged into liquidation over financial woes this morning. The former chief executive stepped down from Carillion's board last July and left in November after the firm made its first profit warning, sending share prices tumbling. Yet a document tucked away on Carillion's website shows Mr. Howson was entitled to another full year of his pound $660,000 base salary up until October. It is paid in monthly installments, so at least pound $100,000 or so will already have been paid. The situation prompted a slapdown today from Downing Street. Theresa May's official spokesman said, "That decision was one for Carillion, and is a decision which Carillion will have to explain to the public and to its shareholders. While this is obviously not a decision for us, we wouldn't expect to be seeing people benefiting from this failure." A spokesman for the Unite Union said, "This is a classic case of rewards for failure." The people at the top of Carillion were apparently lining their pockets while much of their workforce weren't receiving meaningful pay increases and forced to live a hand-to-mouth existence. Taxpayers' money appears to be siphoned off straight into private boardrooms. A key lesson for the future is there needs to be a public interest test before any public sector contract is outsourced in the future. John Trickett, the shadow cabinet office minister, said the arrangement was unacceptable. He added, "The most senior executives at Carillion have got a lot to answer for. They have been taking significant amounts of taxpayer money and have been paying executives quite outrageous sums in salary and benefits." The Tory government itself faces questions over why it handed at least pound £1.6 billion of contracts to Carillion after the profit warnings last summer. Carillion runs massive railway building projects as well as being responsible for services at schools, prisons and NHS hospitals. It provides school dinners for more than 200 schools. The firm has 450 government contracts that represent more than a third of its reported revenue in 2016. The government will continue to provide funding required by the official receiver to maintain public services. But Downing Street could not guarantee no workers on private sector projects will lose their jobs. Cabinet Office Minister David Lidington stressed the only extra costs to taxpayers would be those of the official receiver, insisting staff should keep coming to work and will continue to get paid. Carillion chairman Philip Green, who urged people in 2015 to vote Tory, was an advisor to then Prime Minister David Cameron. Mr. Howson could not be reached for comment.